Hi, and welcome to AM Whiskey Reviews. I am your host, Ben Rosenthal. I would like to address some commenters who were a bit upset. They expressed some consternation, uh, some offense, frankly, at my targeted killing of lantern flies. Yes, I had boasted of engaging in the steady uh, destruction of their egg masses wherever I might have found them. And I understand that, I am leaving my lane here. I mean, we do whiskey reviews, but I opened a can of worms or a can of lantern flies by bringing that up. Now, so, but let's clear something up. Let's elucidate something for the doubters. Um, the order came down from the government itself to destroy the spotted lanternflies wherever you find them. So I was just following orders. Okay. Now I know that was the Eichmann defense. Actually, I think it's Eichmann. That would be the proper pronunciation. We've got to give our respect to everybody. The Eichmann defense. I'm just following orders. I'm a functionary. I'm a I'm middle management, and um, so the thing is that I mean, I bear no ill will to the lantern flies. Now, I understand that, like, Eichmann really bore no ill will to the Jews. In fact, he had an affair with a Jewish woman. He had a steady, he did. This is true. And you don't know that I am not carrying on an illicit relationship with a lanternfly. You don't know that. You don't know my true relationships with lantern flies. Um, you know, uh, it's Now I know. I mean, Eichmann probably, the demon of Garibaldi Street. I am not defending him. If anything, I mean, do you think that Eichmann ever came across a Jew sucking the sap out of a tree in the Schwarzwald? I mean, he didn't even have any real impetus to go after them. These lantern bugs are they're just to everything they see. And we've got all kinds of we've got apple crops that are suffering. We've got any number of hemlock trees. Now this is serious stuff. But this isn't just about the commenters and the people who are upset, uh, who have expressed their dismay at the targeted killing of lantern bugs. At the, I suppose it could be called a kind of resettlement of lantern bugs, but to a deeper place in the earth and more of a flattening than a resettlement, really, truthfully. But um, I want the eggs that these lantern bugs have already left will eventually they will hatch, and there will be little lantern bugs who will never know their parents. And I had mentioned that I had read Joyce Kilmer's trees to the lantern bugs, the lantern flies. I'm keep calling them bugs before I stomped them, and uh, that seemed apropos. That seemed apposite. That seemed like a good choice. And so I want to go back to that well, not Joyce Kilmer. I mean, truth be told, that's not a very good poem. Um, but uh, and I want to express to the children of the lanternflies who have been killed. My attitude towards the death of their progenitors. Hey, you get down. This is you're gonna gum up the works here. There's an invasive species on the table right now, and I gotta get him off. I apologize. Here we go. Oh man. Ugh. Notice I'm wearing sweatpants. I went for a run. I had to sort of run off the frustration, run off the anger, run off the sense of injustice here. Okay, and so for the lantern bug children, I really felt it was right that I should have a puppet, and I do. I have a moose. There's nothing really more, I believe it's a moose. There's nothing more charming than a moose. Okay, and the moose is going to read the poem to the lantern fly babies who will, I'm sure, see this. I have no doubt that this will be consecrated to history, and then eventually the bugs will interface with this video. Assuming they survive, the wave of well, of genocide, which is what we are doing. That's the business we're in right now with these insects. Okay, so I'm going to read it in the voice. The only moose voice I know is Bullwinkle, and I'm not very good at doing it, but you got to start somewhere. Here we go. This is Charles Baudelaire's The Joyous Dead. I'm only going to read a segment of it, the part that I feel is most appropriate to the situation. Okay. Um,
I have a hatred for testaments and for tombs. Rather than implore a tear of the world, I'd sooner, while alive, invite the crows to drain the blood from my filthy carcass. Oh, worms, black companions with neither eyes nor ears, see a dead man, joyous and free, approaching you. Wanton philosophers, children of putrescence, go through my ruin then, without remorse, and tell me if there still remains any torture. For this old soulless body, dead among the dead.
I hope that helps. I mean, you get that. You get what he's saying, right? Um, Basically, it's like tough shit. I don't know how else to put it. But ultimately, here we go again. Um, Ultimately, I really wanted to express how I felt about this, and maybe we went off on a little bit of a detour. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we were dead reckoning on this one, but I feel like I've accomplished something. Now, I know we're here to review whiskeys. This is not a whiskey, but I thought it was appropriate because this is Sapling Maple Liqueur, made in Vermont. What is in Vermont? Well, Montpelier is in Vermont, but mostly trees. Um, I mean, I tend to, when I go there, I go straight to the Ben and Jerry's factory, and I stay. I stay. I don't really see any trees, but um, these are the victims of the lantern flies. Uh, we have more lantern flies. We will not have any maple liqueur, basically. Um, so I'm gonna nose this, and I'm gonna drink it. And God damn, this is a metal cup review, by the way. Metal cup, metal cup, metal. All right, let's give this a go. This may seem a bit perfunctory at this point. I got a little off track. Um, just had a little bee in my bonnet. All right, here we go. Tastes like maple syrup. I mean, I don't know what the difference is. I mean, if I went to IHOP and you poured this on my waffles, on my short stack, on my silver dollars, on my big stack, I don't think. I mean, I might trip on my way to the bathroom afterward, but I really taste wise, I can't see any difference at all. Um, I may, in fact, suggest that my local IHOP carry this. Um, if I were to pair this with anything, um, sleds, um, hockey skates. Uh, if you're sledding, you got a bottle of this. You're on like a maybe a snowmobile. You're riding a snowmobile and you're going woo, and you're tearing through the moguls on your snowmobile. You're tearing through the moguls. You're heading straight for the log cabin. There's that beautiful log cabin up there. There's that sugar shack. There's a sugar shack, and you're heading straight for it. You're going to veer at the last minute because inside that sugar shack, there's some old lady that's like watching you get closer and closer, and she's about to take a big shit, and you gotta veer away, but you got this in one hand, and you're oh man, you are high on the hog. Let's see, glug 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 glug. Um, I would pair it with that situation. Um, in any case, I really do appreciate you going along for the ride today. We went a little over time, but I think we accomplished a lot. Okay, I would like to thank Baby Bullwinkle. He's on the floor. Um, um, and I guess I will see you next time. Thank you for joining AM Whiskey Reviews. Over and out.